Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pocket Sisters podcast with your hosts, Octavia and Flavia. Here, we chat about all things fun, random, and entertaining to brighten your day. So, let's hop on in.
Hey, everyone, welcome to our podcast. We're so excited to have you here with us today. Before we dive into today's episode, though, we just want to let you know that our first few episodes are pre-recorded, so some of the topics or references might be a little out of date. But we had a great time recording them and we're still excited to share them with you. Also, just a quick heads up, if you notice any imperfections in the audio, please bear with us. We're still fine-tuning things as we go, and we really appreciate your understanding. We're working hard to improve and bring you more up-to-date episodes soon as well. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's dive into the episode, which is us sharing a little bit more about ourselves and how we interact with each other. So let's get started, and thanks for being part of this journey with us, and we hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Today is March 4th,
No.
2008.
Sure. 2008 is not in the future.
Yeah, it is 1997 right now.
What the heck? Does someone be able to talk? And you would be
non-existent. The only one who would be existing is this crackhead.
what?
You were born in 1997, but you were right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you weren't born yet because it's March.
Okay, but I existed. Yes. Why are you
Okay,
looking
fine,
at me
but
like
you weren't making any noise.
You don't know that.
Well, you probably maybe tooting in there. I don't think that's actually possible. I think it actually cause a problem.
Okay,
Honestly.
the ideas you have.
Oh.
Okay.
You're able to pee inside in the room,
Yeah, but that's liquid.
not poop.
So then why would they be able to toot?
But how about air? Like, oh, you're talking about I thought you were actually just saying gas.
Yeah, tooting. What do you guess?
I
What do you think
well,
I
I
said?
thought you meant tooting first, but then I thought, wait a minute, are you talking about more than tooting? It's just air.
Tooting.
Sorry.
She likes to add an accent to things, especially names. And tootin'. Rootin' tootin'.
Sorry, I should pay attention to my pronunciations. Hey, don't make fun of me, okay?
Anyway, some things that I like is rain. I love the rain a lot. When it rains outside, I know it's going to be a good day for me. Most people it's not, but for me, it's going to be a good day.
Well, yes,
Love
whenever
it.
I go, like, it's not that often. But if it's been a, like, cloudy, rainy day for, like, several days, and people eventually start posting about it, like, it's like sick and tired of the rain. Well, the one person that's just living the life.
It's true. Everyone else is having a miserable day, but once the clouds are out there and it's just pouring rain, having a great day. I'm happy. It's just a joyous occasion, honestly.
Well, for me, it depends. Rainy days are nice, but too many rainy days, I get a bit tired of it. So I need a little bit of a change. Same thing when I do walks. Like the same trail is boring to me.
Rainy or like just rain and the sun comes out, that's also beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, freshness. It smells really nice and fresh. Yes. So another thing that
not poured for like a
oh yeah, at least a good hour, like with heavy rain. If it's
whole day
or a whole
or half the day, I should say.
It's
Yeah.
better though when
But
you
even if
don't
it's
have to
like-
go to work.
But it's if it's summertime or spring where it's like really hot day, like it's been warm, and then it rains for like an hour heavily, it still smells so good. So we all agree, rain is something that's astronomically delightful.
But
Another
it's
thing that
most
I like
delightful to you.
is planes. I like going for walks. I used to like going for drives more, but you know, some people are less available to go and do that. But-
plenty available. You weren't available.
What the heck? Some people have full-time
Before.
jobs.
Or, you know, a certain time.
Well. Anyway, that's the two things I could think of that I really like. Rain, planes, walking, that's 3. Hiking I'm not a big fan of. It's okay, but you have to have the right motivator to
And
take
the
you.
right people around you.
Yeah, but I'm still going to complain about it once I get like to the parts where I'm like,
Is it
"Okay, very sweaty. I don't like it. It's kind of gross." But like, I mean, it's worth it. You feel really good once you get down, but it's like when someone is like super excited about hikes, they're like, "Oh my goodness, hikes are the best thing ever." I'm like, I don't know. I don't know that. Like,
I
they're
had,
nice, but the best thing ever? I don't know.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's a little bit. I also have a dog. He's 8. He's quite annoying sometimes,
It's
but
not 8 yet.
he's 7. But he's gonna
You
be
said
8.
8.
I'm bad with numbers. Anyway, he could be a new.
7th year.
Yeah,
Going on 8.
yeah. He's a crackhead for sure. He annoys me, but I like him still. I also have a cat. They don't get along. They really hate each other. They fight at night while I sleep. I know because my cat runs on me trying to get away from him, but also wanting to attack him at the same time. It's not great. Anyway,
He have weird pets.
yeah.
Or they
My
behave
cat is also
weirdly.
pretty, she's a RBF, very much so. She's a very angry cat. But she likes people. But she also, no,
She's not the creepiest cat I've seen, though.
no, we won't mention who we know. That's the creepiest cat we know. But
Yeah, she looks scary just because of her eyes, I guess, and her face expression. But other
Yeah.
than that, she's a nice colored,
yeah, she's a nice cat.
yeah.
She doesn't
Well, from what I observed.
smell.
When you
Yeah.
see this cat, it looks like she'll scratch your face out.
Yeah, she likes to look.
He's like crazy cuddling.
Yeah. So that's, I guess, a little bit about me. I feel like there's more, but we can probably talk about that later. But what about you, Tav? 1 to 4 things that you really enjoy.
I enjoy tap dancing. I was crazy obsessed.
I forgot about that for a second.
Yeah, I was crazy and obsessed, probably, I would say, as a kid over it. Like, I did other dance.
I don't know if obsessed would be the right word. I think you were very inspired.
Very passionate about it
there
to
you
a
go.
point where I was not willing to even take breaks from it. I used to probably dance or take classes either.
Did you have it twice a week?
Well, yeah, tap dancing was usually twice a week as a kid, but one of those classes was like 4 hours long.
What?
Yeah, tap
Really? Oh my.
Yeah, that was about 4 hours. I don't remember having any like breaks in a sense. Like, there were breaks, but not like a specific time you would have a break. It's just like whenever everyone had a good working, I'm gonna call it working out session, then
We call it dance sesh.
whatever, you know what I mean. But
I do now.
you have breaks in between after working hard in the class, but it wasn't like a job where, at that certain time you get that break.
True. Miss Lucienne never gave breaks
It was
during
more
ballet.
random, I
Like,
guess.
if you were not doing something at the moment, go take a sip of water. But you didn't have
Yeah.
breaks. You
Yeah.
were just going.
Yeah, so
But
it
her
wasn't,
classes
it wasn't
weren't
like a
as long.
strict thing. It was just like, yeah, you can sip
How
water
long were your dance lessons? She's saying she was dancing 4 hours
for tap.
for tap.
But in general, I also did
This is really like an hour.
Yeah.
Miss Lucienne's were
Yeah, but she always
And
went
that-
overtime. All the
overtime.
time. It's
But
like she didn't know what
typically-
a clock was.
typically, I remember other classes I had were about an hour and a half. Depending on what class it was, because it was part of the
So she's a
deal.
tap fanatic.
Yeah.
She still really likes it. But she
Yes.
doesn't dance as much. I don't
No.
I don't know.
But I did ballet before too, jazz.
Ballet, she
So
was.
in general, I would say with all the other dances, I probably danced like 3 to 4 times a week, I would say.
3 to 4 times.
At least
Makes
3
sense.
for sure.
I remember doing tap. It wasn't my favorite, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I did ballet for a while, but I didn't like
I
it.
preferred ballet.
It was massively boring for me. That's what
That
I
was
did.
what I had for tap.
But I
thought
stuck
tap
with
was
it.
massively
because-
boring.
I stuck with it only because I'm like, this is going to be good for my tap dancing. I'm going to stick
Yeah, I
with
know.
it.
But I always thought it was funny.
Well, because I wanted to be good.
I know.
But
yeah.
anyway, so I was crazy about tap. Still like it. Still enjoy it. I just learned to calm down about it, basically.
Yeah.
Um,
What else? Do you have any pets?
yeah, I thought we already actually mentioned Hector,
Really?
but
Oh.
I think I'm losing my mind. But yeah, I have a dog named Hector. He is the son of Flavia's dog.
Biggest
Uh,
disappointment of my life. I'm joking.
He's kind of wimpy, but
Yes.
he's a good and cute boy.
Filled with fear of water.
Yeah.
He didn't get much of his father's genes, just maybe his face
Yeah.
and his color. Otherwise,
Yeah.
his brain is like his mother's. Maybe slightly better.
I think a little better.
Yeah, let's say like better. I don't know what the
I
word
don't
is.
know.
Anyway,
Like it's anyway.
he's very obedient, but also can be disobedient.
He can easily get nervous, but his biggest fear is probably water right now. He fell in a few times in a lake,
lakes.
like he would be running on the
Dock.
dock. And he, tripped and fell and panicked. But the funny thing is, it was still shallow.
Like he could touch it because he's really tall.
Yeah, so he's freaking out, but he's grabbing with his front paws the dock, and his back legs are standing in the water,
still freaking
touching
out.
the ground on.
He was still
on the
freaking out.
ground.
I thought that was really funny.
It was funny, but at the same time,
Also
I
a little
felt
bit
bad.
sad too
Yeah.
because he's like,
Yeah.
how old is he? What?
He'll be 2 in April.
Oh, man, time flies.
Yeah. Next thing you know, I'll see him as a 7-year-old in a
My dog
few
will probably be dead
years,
by
and
then.
he'll.
It's really sad.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, Hector may be killed by some
Okay.
freaking mountain climbing stuff that he does with Joe.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm not saying he will. I said he might. You never know.
Well,
I'm surprised Rudy hasn't been
hopefully-
killed by a bear. That guy.
Well, dogs are interesting creatures.
Yeah.
That's a different topic, though.
Don't you know it, da?
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know what else I like.
You like Joe?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's something to talk about right now. But-
I like Joe.
Yeah.
That
I like
guy.
my husband. And then, I do, in a sense, like...
You like swimming. That's
Oh,
like an outside
yeah,
thing. You
yeah.
really like swimming,
I
which is
do.
why it's such a disappointment that Hector doesn't like
That's
water.
right.
I
That
knew
is-
it was in my brain somewhere.
Yeah, I forgot. It takes time for me to remember things because I'm very forgetful. The other day, Mom was saying to call Fabio because she wanted him to come for dinner or lunch, I should say. And I'm like, oh, hey, great. I was literally pulling out my phone to do that, and then Mom mentioned something else about Joe, and then I'm just like, oh, I should text him quickly then. And I literally forgot to call Fabio.
Some people may call that ADHD.
Yeah.
Did you hear a response? Okay, so Mel, 1 to 4 things that you like. Go.
I'm talking about myself.
Sorry, I don't think.
Once I start rolling,
Yeah, I
it
know.
sounds like I like myself, but I don't.
Anyway, so you don't have any. You want 1 to 4 things, just like.
I like cleaning. I like a clean house.
We
That's
all know
one
this.
thing, yeah. We gotta talk about our...
Just seconds. Like, yeah.
Yeah, well, because I
It's not a bad
compare
thing.
that. Like, I
Yeah,
compare that.
It's like,
I suck at cooking.
she thinks that you're
I'm
gonna.
not, I don't suck as a cook. I suck at coming up with what to cook.
Yeah.
I think that's a common thing, though.
Okay. You like planes too. We have that in common.
Yeah, but I feel like you've gotten more into like
I like the.
you listen to podcasts,
Yeah.
planes,
I research planes.
disasters.
I research different
No, but I
planes.
feel
too.
like could just be the season I am in with life does not let me go to know more about like planes, like, maps and models. Flav would know more than me. flap says like a certain type of plane, I'm like, yeah, okay. I just could not care. I could care less right now at this moment to be like, learn what plane is what. I enjoy like looking at them flying, taking off and landing. That's probably the biggest thing I enjoy. Especially when coming in for a landing, that hunk of a thing.
That's so cool. And like just how it's really cool.
I had my days of enjoying to listen to Maydays. I find it scary.
Yes, bitch. Well,
yeah. So I like planes.
do you still like what's this? Road trips? Even if you can't do them right now.
I like road trips. The last road trip I was on, reset it goes. No, the last few road trips I was on weren't the most enjoyable. Because the very last road trip I was on, I was pregnant. It's not enjoyable.
Oh yeah.
The second last, also for some reason,
It was
it's
not.
very crowded.
It wasn't the play. Okay, so we went to Alberta. You, me, and Andy. We drove there. I don't think you disliked that part and the part coming home, but like the little driving arounds that we did once we got
I
there.
like to know what we're doing and not just like hop in a car and just be taken places. Although I do like that, but like I think it was more just I didn't get to drive and I was crammed in the back.
Yeah. That makes
Meanwhile,
sense.
the two upper, anyway, drifting like usual. So I enjoy trips. Like to clean and organize my own stuff. Not really on purpose.
Yeah.
That just gives me like anxiety.
And Lego. You like Lego.
Yes. But that's like my own time, like to unwind. I won't just build Lego just to build Lego because
Yeah.
I'm addicted. It's more like
So is that why
setting? Anyway,
is that why you like building IKEA furniture? Because it's like a big giant Lego?
never thought of it that way, but I guess you could say that. Yeah.
I'm not good at building things. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. You see a bunch just coming undone over time. You know what? The stress and anxiety it's just like
Listen.
You couldn't even get a lock done right on your door in your room, right?
I even used what are the thing to
And
measuring
it
the
was
one.
the simplest
Yeah.
thing.
Listen, I couldn't do it.
Who ended up doing it at the end?
No one. I took it off because no. I literally broke a sweat doing it. I got so nervous because I screwed this thing in and I screwed like, but you can undo it. Okay, because there are two parts to it. I put the one part and then the second part, and they were uneven.
By the way.
But I even used one of those measuring rulers with the bubble in it. I used one of those. It
Also-
still didn't work, so I undid it and I did it again.
Well, were you
Same
doing it with
thing.
the door closed?
Yeah, same thing. And I'm like, I go to lock it, and it like goes in, but you have to shove it. And I'm like, okay. So I unscrewed it.
To have the thing in
Yeah.
one thing.
Well, I didn't do that. Okay. At the time,
You know, you did it
Let's-
back.
let's-
Okay. Let me finish. So then I undid it again. So I undid it. This is the third time one of the times I undid it. Okay. And I was like, okay, put it back in. And I'm like, I start putting the screw in, and I'm like, so it's not, whatever I do, it's going to go back to the place that it was, because now the holes are getting bigger. So I had to put it in a new spot. So I tried the new spot. Same thing. Didn't work. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. So I just took it out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to even try.
Yeah, you know what
So then
else?
I asked someone else to do it. I think it was Goal. But he was like, I'll do it sometime. Never did it. Then we moved. Legit.
I thought that was at the house where
No, this was the log house. No. Oh, the house we're at now? My lock broke somehow. So it's just a little piece of metal in there. It doesn't have the little stopper thing. So that I lock it, and I have to like flick it to open it, and that thing goes out of the thing. So then I have to find it on the floor somewhere. I have to have my hand there and go beep, like that, and so it doesn't fall on the floor.
Interesting.
Legit, I'm telling you.
But you know, you didn't even put the kennel like Hector's kennel.
Yeah,
back to normal.
okay, I know. Joe told me
Oh,
that I
she
did.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were moving our stuff, he's like, somebody didn't do this right.
Yeah, it was when I was
And I'm like-
visiting you. Joe said, these are supposed to be on the top. And I was like, well, I did it how it made sense. I didn't think how I was doing it. I just like, started screwing up. I just thought it looked prettier with the soft side on the top.
I mean, I guess that would make sense.
Long story short, don't trust me to build anything. I did build my bookshelves with help from Mela. You did.
What?
All
See-
my bookshelves she helped me with.
The
The only thing I put together by myself that's in my room is my mirror. And guess how much that took? Just the base.
I will never forget. I will never forget. You were legit going to have a breakdown when I convinced you to rearrange your room yourself.
Yeah. Move your dresser and the vanity. Switch them. Yeah.
I was like, it's a very tight spot. And I measured it.
I know.
Because if
Me
I were
too,
to
with
go
my
into
eyes.
trouble without measuring and that happened, I would have had a meltdown too.
Yeah. But we measured. We watched SpongeBob. SpongeBob? What's it called? Bob the Builder. Measured twice. Not once.
So I measured it and I was like, it's going to fit. It's just going to fit just right.
I was convinced.
And then
I looked and I was like, yeah, it's going to fit.
It's because we didn't move the shelves completely along the wall.
Yeah.
And you have a crap ton of books.
Hey.
So we weren't about to take all the books off the shelf to
Again.
readjust it.
But then, we got Golo and he pushed the shelves until they reached the end. Just literally a sliver more. It just needed a sliver more. And it pushed in. So now it fits perfectly like we measured.
But before we got Golo, I attempted to do that. But still, it was too heavy for me.
I tried.
She sat at the edge of her bed. She's just like, meltdown.
Listen.
Listen, yeah,
I was like, we did this. Or I'm
starting to feel bad because I was like, I measured like more than once. Like, how is this not fitting?
Well,
And of course, my resourcefulness. So, go here.
yeah.
I'm
I was convinced. I was like, you know what? Just put it all back. Let's just put it all back. That's it. We're done. Also, the vent in my room, because Marble now is in my room, she escapes. She like pulls that thing off and escapes to the big room. So I kept barricading it. She kept moving the barricade from the thing. Well, I first used my yoga mat thingy.
She moved that.
Yep. And then I was like, I'm a genius. Yep. Yes, big. So I took the Christmas wrapping paper and I was like, oh, this will gonna be good. It fits perfectly right there between the dresser and the vent.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a hole through it. So I'm like, perfect. I put it there and I was like, she hasn't broken through. But then when I got back from helping Tav with her house, I was like, how'd she get in the big room? Because she was in the big room. I was like, how's she there? She must have broken through. I went and looked. She couldn't have, because I went and tried to pull that thing to see if she pulled it and squeezed through. I couldn't even do it. So I was like, no way she did it. She got, no. You know,
Found another way.
Yeah. You know the gap under my door? It's like 3 inches high. Yeah. So now every time I have a bag in front of my door.
Yeah,
I have to step over every time I leave my room.
Last time, how many times Andrew and I were there? We're in the kitchen, and all of a sudden there's a cat literally flying from the stairs because she's from the stairs and jumps. So we're like, all of a sudden there's this black thing. So go, and she's like flying, and then next flying over the other gate. Oh my god! I'm like, tell that Marble out. What? And I thought someone yelled. She went under the door. And Andrew's like, I'm like, no.
Yeah, go look at it. It goes from here to here. Like that. Anyway. Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted for a while to contribute to the conversation.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I'm kind of in the middle
Of what?
when
The
it comes to building.
Oh, I see. Yes, continue.
I was saying, or I was hoping to say, I should say,
Fat. You're like too long. So I was going to show up.
And then
I was in between, and I mean, I am in between, I think, because I like to start it, especially if it's simple enough, but I don't like reading instructions. And then if it gets complicated, I'd rather have someone else do it.
You're the dad type. You're literally the dad type.
I find it
That's how
boring to read the instructions, so I don't have the patience for it.
everywhere. They're like, instructions? It's all right. I know how to do this. It's in my core being.
See, when it comes to IKEA furniture, I don't know. I don't think about the instructions up until I open the package. It's like, oh crap. So I'm not the biggest fan of reading instructions, but there's no way in heck I'm going to build the IKEA furniture and then have to redo it.
Yeah.
Because you put that thing together once and it stays. Otherwise, it starts to fall apart.
See, I read the instructions multiple times. Like, I go back and read, and I still mess it up.
I just
Even
try
with
to
Lego.
Read as you go. You don't go
No,
ahead.
I know.
If there's pictures, I just follow the pictures. Reading, I'm like, it
IKEA
takes
is
too
all
long.
pictures.
Yeah.
There's
No,
reading.
there is.
No, yeah, because a lot of foreign people come
Oh, fine.
and build it, so
I don't
maybe not
really-
everyone
I
knows
don't-
English.
Okay, never mind. Well, I guess
It's
I
something
use
super
instructions for
complex. It's how to
IKEA,
put
but
words
Yeah.
in there, but it's all pictures.
I even messed it.
Clearly did not put IKEA furniture together recently.
no. Well, last year I did,
Yeah, recently.
but I forgot. Okay, fine. Sheesh. But I never did before that either. But yeah. But some of it, I was just like, I'm gonna let Joe do it because I'm bored.
For some reason.
I was easily bored. Bored?
Yeah.
I didn't even build the bed that I got from IKEA years ago, the one Killa has now. I didn't even build that thing. Yeah, I know. While I showered. I was so fast. I'm literally shocked because,
Weren't you around for when I built the second part and then I couldn't get it in
yeah,
because I built my bed first?
right. Oh, yeah.
No, I had my bed first and then I got
Yeah,
yours later. That's why.
Yeah, it was like a few days. But I remember helping you build your bed. I was so tired. But I was like, I didn't want to be like, I don't want to do it. Because I felt bad to make you do the whole thing. I hated it. I don't ever want to build a bed ever again. Ever. Like, ever. You know how the bed I have now, the frame I have now, I don't know who took it apart and who put it back together. I just know I don't ever want to know how to do that.
They were boys.
Yeah, I don't
Or
want to.
me.
I don't know. Maybe they took it apart and you
They
put
took
it
apart
together.
and I put it back together.
Yeah, because when they brought that thing up the stairs, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to know how that thing goes back.
My strategy.
And we
with
didn't have the
IKEA
instructions
furniture
anymore either, and you just put it back together.
is simple after it's like you only
For the simple. For
you
you.
only take apart whatever necessary. You don't take the whole thing apart.
Well, yeah, I know. They brought it in bits, like huge bits.
Drawers, they stay.
Well, yeah.
On the bed, you only,
Yeah,
you just have to say.
I didn't. I don't want to ever do that. Because you know what?
That's what I guess that's everyone, or should be everyone's strategy when taking for IKEA furniture to move. Take apart as less as possible.
As little as possible. Tips.
So much IKEA.
IKEA, sponsor us. Also, we like going to IKEA on Sundays when we're just to walk around.
It used to be actually a
Get to the
tradition to go to IKEA on Sundays. Remember?
Just don't wear heels. It's very kind of tiring.
It was a tradition to go. For
I
lunch.
know. We should go. Oh, we should go with Tavan. I'll be the fifth wheel, but that's okay. I have Rachie. We'll be together.
Okay.
So yeah, IKEA should sponsor us. We should make a whole episode on just how much we like IKEA.
Yeah. If you move again, and like
When?
have, like,
Don't say if. When we move again.
When you move and have your own bigger room, should get that headboard piece.
I know. I want it so bad. You know what I can't stand? My pillows going between the wall and that thing. I hate it.
Little lamps.
Legit.
Reading lamps to clip on.
I have like no light in my room.
You have side shelves thing.
There's this book I really want. Oh, I really like books too. I can't believe I didn't see that. What the heck?
You said crap ton of books from your bookshelf.
It didn't click.
Just losing it today.
Really?
Anyway, we'll get that piece. I'll put it together. You take care of it.
Yep, gladly. We should do it in the summer. It was so nice building it on the deck and everything. Oh no, we'll be moved by that time. Anyway, we won't be there.
Yeah. In your current room, if you had that,
I would have
you won't be going through to the other side.
no way.
Your room is tiny.
I know I'm the smallest room. No, Kayla does. But you know what? She has a huge closet. Takes like
Yeah, she can easily
20% of her
in
room is
half.
taken by it.
I think she'll need a new bed because that one's pretty trashed.
Yeah.
But something went wrong with those boys.
Yeah. I think something was like unaligned. Also, who fixed the door? Okay, we're going on.
Which door?
The sliding door.
Yeah, never mind.
Let's get back.
I think that drifting some more.
All right.
Anyway,
Stop
let's
tracking
continue.
here.
All right, perfect. Okay, what else do we have to talk about? Is that all we have to talk about?
Well, did we talk about our personalities a bit and what we're like? I guess this kind of gives the audience a sense of what we're like.
Yeah,
We are such chatterboxes.
Oh, well, yes.
You especially this episode.
What we talked about, like, very interesting.
It talks a lot, and
So, in Winnie the
she
Pooh,
was cut off this time.
in Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah.
who would you be?
Winnie the Pooh. He has a belly, like me. And can't resist anything sweet.
Did I see a reel or like?
No, you're the bunny, you crackhead.
Crazy. What are you talking about? Why am I the bunny?
Because he's so bossy.
This one.
Yeah. The bunny has
I
OCD.
don't know what the disorder were.
Winnie the Pooh has
Have
ADHD.
OCD.
I think everyone. I'm
Yeah, Maz.
convinced I have some sort of ADHD.
I'm probably a mixture of Piglet and Eeyore.
Which are?
A depression and anxiety. Just realized that. I'm not.
But I'm like the anxious.
You could be
Overly
Piglet
anxious.
and the rabbit.
Why the bunny though? What's up?
Wait, no. Winnie the Pooh is something else. Not ADHD. Because Tigger is ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tigger. That I
Oh,
yeah.
Golem.
Bound. I don't even know what it's.
Well, yeah.
Say.
Yeah.
I forget what it used to say, but
Boing.
and that.
oh yeah.
Tigger. That's what I do.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
We still have it somewhere.
It's gotta be.
but
It
tell me
doesn't
why
work
am I the bunny? I don't understand.
because you're bossy, and he
I
likes,
forgot.
and
I
he
literally
likes,
forgot you said that.
and
What
he
the
likes,
heck?
and he likes everything to be a certain way, and you all, yeah, but maybe you're a mixture of both. But for me, I would say, as a kid, I always was like Tava, Miss Preserver, because you had this.
I still kind of do it.
I know. I would want Tava had this toy horse and I would play Barbies. I wanted to play with the horse because it was the white one.
Trying to remember.
What? Do you remember that white horse? Barbie horse? You don't remember.
Kind of rings the.
It had blue.
We all wanted to play with them, and she was like,
I remember the Barbie Mela wanted. That I was like, I have to keep
So
it
good.
preserved.
See, yeah, preserved. It's all about preserving. No, you gotta play things. What are you gonna do? Die with it?
I agree.
I said that before.
No, you
Yeah?
No, you said that I would be good at like looking into historical kind of things, like be a historian.
In a museum.
Let's cut that out.
No, keep that in because we're
No.
talking about personalities right now. You miss forgetful.
I feel embarrassed
Maybe
right now.
You would really need a book, like multiple of all the logs of everything, so she could go back and look. So you would be good in the background to know, like, to look into everything and keep things preserved, but you could not, if someone came and asked you, so what century was this from, Tava? Good question. Oh, 1 second. I have something. I just left something in the back. I'll be right back. Goes, checks the book, checks it, starts going back, forgets, goes back, and then writes some notes on her hand, goes back and like, so what was the question again? They would ask and you'd be like, well,
Maybe by that time they would
Well-
forget.
they would ask a different question.
Then I would hire someone who has memory.
exactly.
I honestly don't know. I so easily forget things.
You must have a deficiency.
Okay.
Maybe it's just you.
Doctor over here.
So yeah, Tava's forgetful. Tava, if you were a flower, you'd be a forget-me-not. I feel like Mellow would be a rose because they can hurt you, but they're very nice to look at and can be very smelly in a good way. I know. Mellow would definitely be a rose. I'm going to tell Joe to get you forget-me-nots.
No.
Or maybe a tulip.
I like
See,
that one
delicate.
traditional rose he gives me.
What? It's a little tiny flower that smells really nice.
And
It's
what
purple.
flower are you?
I don't know.
Dandelion.
Must be last one of the season. That's a weed.
Well,
What?
I take it back. Yes, you're very healthy.
I am not. I try. Probably the most healthy out of all of you, actually.
Excuse me.
Miss, I can't cut
Miss who
sugar.
gets bladder infections every
Hey, that is not
week.
controlled by me. You can control not eating sugar.
I can control it.
Guess we had a frappuccino today.
I just didn't choose to control it today.
Or the other day. Or the day
I
before.
chose that day too, not to control.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm at work. I'm gonna treat myself to something.
Oh, and you got Starbucks.
Yesterday, no. I thought about it, but I didn't have a chance to.
Fine.
Dee-dee-dee.
Oh, here, have some. You won't like it. There's no sugar in it. It's just a cold brew. It's just a cold brew with oat milk.
She's very cold brewing.
Why didn't you teach those fake milks?
I wanted to see if it tastes different than with regular
Don't you
milk.
have almond milk in there?
Yeah, fake milker.
I'm not drinking that.
I would. That stuff is delicious. It's like crack.
If it's pure almond,
Oh, I could make it. I
there's
have
a
a.
bunch of gums and who knows what in those.
Well, if you make it yourself, Mom's made it before. It's so
I
good.
don't want to. And he only bought that because just in case we ran out of milk.
Andrew and
Hey.
his budding rabbits.
And that brand too.
I was even pointing out the healthier options.
Anyway, let's get back to this. So yeah,
Don't buy processed
milk.
almond milk or oat milk.
Yeah,
So a bunch of gums and who knows what. And it's not actually the milk from the nut.
the nut milk.
You're better off with cow's milk.
Moo.
Like your own milk.
But there's
Hey, is this still recording?
Oh my gosh, no.
Oh
It
no,
is,
it is.
it is.
Can you come closer? I don't know if it picked it.
It was like a horn. Like that hit hard.
That hit hard. So yeah. So since I declared
ashamed for not to record.
I know. So
Why are you resting your leg on
I'm
my
short. I
chair?
feel like I'm
But
just
I
like my
feel-
heels aren't even touching. Look,
Yeah,
it
but
like
I feel
I feel like
distant.
iglanding.
Oh,
Bring
like
yourself
distant.
closer.
Yeah, I did, but I still keep feeling distant from the mic. It's because you're pushing my chair.
I'm not. It's above. What's wrong with you?
I felt pressure.
Under
Fine,
pressure.
Fine, I'm too airheaded to
Uh-oh.
actually notice.
Right.
Thank you for tuning into Pocket Sisters. We loved having you here. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends. You can also follow us on other social media platforms, which are linked down below, to stay connected and never miss an update. Until next time, keep those pockets full of good vibes and see you soon.